Uh-huh. The moment at hand, this very moment, is the best of our lives. Beckon the divine flames. Right. Perish in flames.
Embrace the oneness. Like this? Come forth. Tranquility. Incoming. Beware.
Zapstring. It's our curtain call. Watch and learn. Now you'll behave. My field of expertise.
Incoming, beware. Chi lasts evermore. Like this? Bloom!
Tear them to pieces. My field of expertise.
Don't die. Not.
Can you hear it? Shh. Incoming, beware. Chi lasts evermore.
One with the sound.
Doesn't sound like a good bargain.
Hopefully, we'll make new findings.
No rush. The impatient ones will fall right into our lap.
Headset died. We're back.
Let me be there for everyone, as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
is wrong. It's of course it is. Shiny. Welcome. We have some technical difficulties. Can I ask you something? What do you see on the screen right now?
Mind's eye.
Alright, now can do this.
Rover, it's almost time for the dispute hearing. I still hope you'll come with me. I don't mean to burden you, but if you'd like to come, please meet me at the Public Security Bureau entrance.
That I have no idea what this is about. Thank you for subscribing. Oh god, oh the MS.
I didn't expect such a big crowd at the hearing.
It makes me nervous. Can you
Should
hear
I
me?
take the stand myself? What do you think, little kitty? Maybe we can do a little show of, paws. Raise your left paw if you think I should testify, or your right paw if... Wait! You raised your left paw before I even finished my sentence. No, that doesn't count. Let's try again. Okay, if you raise your right paw, I'll let someone else handle it. Right paw, huh? Well, I did actually want to tell everyone the truth myself. Let's give this another shot.
Miss Zhezhi, the hearing is about to start. If you would please join us.
Now? Yes, Madame Juyo. I'll be there in a minute. Rover! Oh, you're here. It's really nice to see you. And I appreciate you coming. I just handed over all the evidence we gathered from Mingyang's studio and the Exiles camp to the patrollers. Now the Shangyun Art Exchange can't deny the fact they were producing and trading art forgeries. But there is one more thing. The patroller said we still need someone to testify in the hearing. You're really kind, but, I'll be fine to do this myself. You've already helped me so much. Even just having you here is a huge relief. Some things I've got to face on my own.
Okay,
That said, I, didn't expect there would be so many spectators coming to watch. If I get nervous and mess up any details, could you please help to remind me?
Audio is so soft. Game, okay, so the game is loud. It's because for some reason I can't get it to that's weird. Look, I can't get the computer sound to go through my headphones. It's coming out of like there. When I try to change it in the settings, it's better now that I've turned it down. I can see that actually. Maybe I should switch ears and the microphone's closer to my mouth because my hair is getting in my way. But if I put both of the like headphone thingies on, then I can't hear the game. I can hear me breathe too, as far as I can tell. Is it better? Alright, goody, then we'll continue.
Thank you. Having you here helps, more than you know. it's about time. We should probably go in, huh?
I'm also doing my nails, so if I make weird noises, you know why.
With both parties present, this hearing is now in session. Let us begin. First, a brief overview of the case before us. Miss Zhezhi alleges that the guilty party, Ming Yan, implicated in the tacit discord assault, was coerced into committing art fraud under duress. Therefore, her mental state was adversely affected, which led to her committing actions contrary to her will. Today, based on new evidence provided by Miss Zhezhi and the result of this hearing, we will determine whether to revisit Ming Yan's charges and consider if the Shangyun Art Exchange is indeed guilty of selling illegal art forgeries.
What? With all due respect, this doesn't match what we discussed before.
Mr. Baitze, I remind you that any evidence or arguments presented before and during the hearing are valid. If you would like to add further information, you're welcome to do so at any point. Now, without further ado, either party may begin their opening statement.
You stim
Madame
on
Juya?
stream at times? I don't know what
The
that means.
situation is...
Madame Juya, as the head of the Shangyuan Art Exchange, I, Baitze, must clear our name and seek justice here today. There are 2 points I'd like to address. Firstly, the authenticity of our artworks remains unimpeachable. Secondly, Ming Yan's provocative creations stem solely from her own greed and vanity. She alone should bear responsibility for the assault. Throughout my tenure at the Art Exchange, our foremost principle has been that of integrity, a well-known fact. And yet, integrity in business is not enough to stave off discord. We are aware of certain painters rejected by the Art Exchange, nursing grudges and resorting to threats. They bombarded us with spite and slander, causing a public uproar simply because they didn't get what they wanted. Should the public be swayed by these slanderous insinuations that paint us as
okay.
wicked fraudsters, then I'm afraid justice will never be served.
I'm
Please
not
control
autistic,
yourself,
but I
Mr.
also
Baitze.
make random noises, so...
Forgive me, madam. But if this injustice persists, I will have no choice but to sue them for harming the Shangyuan Art Exchange's reputation. They have damaged the trust we built with our clients. I demand they compensate us for our losses and issue a public apology. Such disgraceful behavior will not
This is funny
diminish
because I was
us.
actually in a
Our
courtroom
principles will not waver, and we
on
will
Thursday.
protect the Shangyuan Art Exchange from any ill
as like
intent.
audience because it's apparently it was a public what is it called in English? Like a public case, so but the girl who was accused didn't know that, so when we all showed up she was like, what are all these people doing here? But yes, this guy is very annoying. From what I can tell, the audio for me is really low, but I can tell that it looks loud on my computer. But I hope it's not too bad. He's actually blaming the victim now. Of course he is.
I've bought paintings from Shanyuan Art Exchange before. They were
Where's
good
her
quality,
lawyer?
and their service
Doesn't
was
someone
decent.
have a lawyer?
Hard
Come
to
on
believe
now.
they'd be involved in something like this.
He's giving
Honest
pompous,
always get the
arrogant
short
man
end
that
of the
will
stick.
mansplain everything to get
who's
his
Mindy?
way.
A painter?
I would
Never
say
heard of
every man ever, but I'll refrain.
Must be some nobody trying to get attention using Shan Yuan's name.
Yeah. I mean, she was
Why
guilty
is
as
the art
hell,
exchange
but
always in the middle of
you could
some
say it was none of our
controversy?
business. But it was like,
Order!
is it wrong that I
Order!
found it very entertaining?
You may
'Cause,
continue your statement.
it was interesting to. Okay, good.
Madam,
But yeah, it was
allow
interesting
us to
to
present our account of
to
the
witness
events.
an actual case. Oh, I don't think you're allowed to speak, Rover.
This all really began 3 days ago.
Okay.
I was entrusted
Rover
to investigate a
lawyer
certain
era?
arcane artist in the
Let's go.
Tiger's Maw.
The funny thing is, my dad actually also agrees with this statement. Yeah. We love her for it, but I don't think it's legal to just stand up as a, like, I don't know, as an audience member and be like, no, because this and this. It's like, okay, the judge would be like, sit your ass down.
Hey, Rover! Took you long enough to get here.
What? I'm sorry, who is this? I feel like I'm missing some context, but it's not illegal anywhere? What? Okay, maybe it's not illegal, but I think it's frowned upon. There's a lot of things you're not allowed to do in a courtroom. I saw it on the Mentalist? Or something. The guy who's like, I don't know, he seems like an asshole, but he's also smart, so like a Sherlock Holmes kind of guy. Used his phone in a courtroom and the judge billed him or something. It's like, no, you can't do that, and I have to pay a lot of money. Oh god. Okay. So you were the one who ordered
Things
this
are getting
task. I don't know
awfully
what task we're
strange around
talking
the
about. I
mine
feel like that's
lately.
bad.
Figured you're just the one to untangle this mess. With your knack for
Oh, you said
solving
not. I
mysteries,
can't read.
you'll figure this out in no time.
Jesus. But yeah, it was pretty funny. We also had to rise when the judges came in.
I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but there's
It was very much like it is in like the movies and the TV shows. It was pretty.
Word has it,
like
there's
it was a
this
fun
mysterious
experience.
arcane artist whose paintings come to life as they paint, as if each brushstroke has a life of its own. Once their canvas dries, whatever they've painted leaps right off the page. Mythical creatures, the whole shebang, all real as
My
day. The thing
headphones
is,
are charging, but
anyone
they
who might
keep
have
turning
seen
off
these
because they don't
paintings,
charge fast enough.
well, they vanish into thin air.
What does the mine have to do with all this? Did we start like another quest? Or did I just not pay attention? I thought we were doing a trial with Zhezhi.
Lately, I've been receiving reports about eerie monsters
What is
wandering
your
the mine at
headcanon for
midnight.
both rovers?
Some witnesses even ran into them more than once. These monsters, they look like paintings from a
Psycho.
distance. They approach them, and they're as docile as can be. Reading these reports, I couldn't shake the tale of the arcane artist from my mind. Sure,
My
some say it's just a
headcanon for
prank or
both
some new
rovers, I don't know, I
tacit
feel like
Discord
they're
variant.
not... They don't
But with
exist
rumors
in the
swirling,
same universe.
folks are getting jittery. Can't let things escalate.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's why I reached out
I think
to
Scar is fun as a villain. I don't know if I ship him with the rover, either of them. Because, as you say, psycho. But also overly attached, and he... But it's, I feel like it's part of what makes him a fun villain is that he's so overly attached to Rover, and the way that he talks to them is really fun. But yeah, I don't know if I don't know what Rover's type is, so maybe.
Great. Counting on you to crack this case wide open. Oh, and you might want to chat up the witnesses. Got their names right here for you.
Make it fast.
We are still doing the companion quest. I just have no idea what's going on. But the
That's it
faces
for
he
today.
gives.
Time for a
If
break.
Rover asked him for
Oh,
anything, he would get
hey
it
there.
done.
Need something?
Maybe, yeah. I mean, he does also try to kill us. That doesn't stop people from shipping the Traveler and Child, though. The craziest enemies to lovers trope.
Oh, you've come to the right guy. I was actually the first to see those
hello,
weird
guy
things.
in the background.
I was
With the
playing chess
8-pack,
with the old
hello.
miners until midnight, then headed home
Stole
alone.
the show. I was like, okay,
On
now I'm
my
gonna
way
pay
back,
attention,
I
but
heard
no.
these strange moans like some kind of monster
He's
was out there.
unhinged,
At
craziest
first I thought they were
enemies to
tacit
lovers
discords,
trope.
and I was
Yeah.
ready to bolt. But then
I like
realized
the
they were
unhinged
different.
characters.
These monsters, they were being
I should be paying
drawn
attention
to
to
something.
the companion quest. But okay,
Curiosity
I have
got
one
the better
question.
of me,
I don't
so I took
know
a step closer
if you've watched Friends,
and saw
but
that
they
they
also
had
have
these
at one point they have a
strange
really
features,
unhinged character.
gleaming
His
eyes,
name is Eddie, and he's played
gnarled
by
horns, and dark green bodies
Adam
covered in
Goldberg,
slimy
if I
liquid.
remember correctly. He is so fucking unhinged, and I love it. All of his lines made me laugh every single time I watched it. Nazca, I'm good with the general, I know. Because he's not unhinged. I feel like if you're a sane person in a relationship with an unhinged person, I don't think that's gonna end well. That sounds like a toxic relationship. Could it be a prank? The arcane artist. Dark green bodies, what the hell? I don't remember a lot from when I watched. I would love to find, there's like, he's in 2 episodes, I would love to just find those and ask you to watch them because he is so funny. He's so unhinged, I love it.
Maybe, but unlike tacit discords, they didn't attack me. You know, I did see some people standing nearby. Just some shadows, really, because it was so dim. Well, the light was flickering in the wind, so I couldn't make out their faces. But I knew something was weird with the scrolls they had in their hands. Every time they moved, more monsters appeared. Later, I told everyone about it, and Gupon was there. She freaked out, saying it was just like the tale of the arcane artist.
If you want a good semi-salesman, GN. If you want a strong, independent woman, take your pick from whoever. Like there's a lot of strong, independent women in Wuwa. I'll give you that. Spoopy arcane artist, yeah. I don't know. I feel like. Speaking of which, Zhezhi is I don't know if she's a strong, independent woman. She is sadly very relatable. With one of the things that she says during her little interlude quest thingy from the event. With her, oh no, did I say something weird? Am I being annoying? Like, girl, I think those things every fucking day.
I'm not sure, but I overheard them talking. No, actually, arguing would be more accurate. Anyway, I got worried those monsters might attack me, so I bolted and didn't catch what they were arguing about.
Alright.
I do remember. Wait, you're not seriously thinking of going there, are you?
Of course,
Whatever
I'm the
those
main
monsters
character.
are, they're unidentified and dangerous. If you have to go, be really careful, all right?
You have to be really careful, alright? Bro, do you know who I am? We stand strong, independent women in this household. And the women who are like, I'm a bit less strong and independent, yes, but I don't need a man. Making it worse. Ain't it the truth, though? That's good. I have to remember that. MC also has to nosedive right into trouble. Comes with the job description. Yep. Everything in Genshin is also just a traveler's problem.
You don't look like you work at the mine. Can I help you with something?
Timmy being too lazy to feed the ducks is suddenly our problem. And shit like that. I fucking hate Timmy. He's so entitled. Oh my lord.
Oh yes, that strange event.
He walked through us.
It's the talk of the town right now.
Through the
I've
camera.
conducted several investigations and found that those monsters tend to appear around midnight. Their locations seem random though. Fortunately, they haven't caused much harm. I think it's because they always show up and vanish in the dead of night. If you ask me, these monsters are a new type of tacit discord. Since they're unrecorded, our terminal can't trigger an alarm when they're nearby. For safety reasons, we have increased our patrols around the mine.
Fetch quest the game. Yeah, which is funny because more often than not, the MC is probably like the weakest character. In Genshin at least. It never does help, does it?
Anything else unusual?
But they try their best.
Yes, there was one thing. Aside from the blurred silhouettes I saw that night, I remember hearing voices. Like people talking. The voices came from where those silhouettes were, but they sounded like vague muttering. Thinking about it now, if it was a human voice, how could someone get so close to those monsters without crying out for help?
Sounds very distressed, and we're just like, I see, thank you for the information. Yes, I love that about Rover. Used to be a former villain. Yeah, it does seem that way, seeing as Scar is like, yo, it's my best friend in the world, and he's very crazy, and honestly, I'm not even sure what he did, but Jin, she didn't like it, so.
I've gathered enough information. It's time to check the scene where those monsters were spotted.
Wee. Wee.
There's something ahead. That figure. That paintbrush. Could it be?
Okay, I didn't see that, but if you say so. Honestly, we should have been given the opportunity to join his crazy ass. Yep.
Make it fast.
Oh, okay. Time to be the bad guy. I can't even think of a game where you are the bad guy. It must have been done, I feel like. Okay, then were some ugly ass birds.
Nothing here. That's odd. Did I just imagine that? Were you karate chopping them? Why is she walking around like a ghost?
Rover! You're here! Sorry, did I scare you just now?
I mean, it was very slow. Much too slow to be a jump scare. Did I scare you just now? I'm fine. That's not an answer!
Inspiration. The night often sparks my creativity.
Don't tell me you're actually the arcane artist.
Of course not! I heard about the tale of the arcane artist and hope to find out who they are.
Baldur's Gate 3 can be the bad guy.
Sorry I lied to you. I just... I didn't want to drag anyone else into this.
I don't know, I tried to watch someone play Baldur's Gate, but I don't know, I don't think it's my thing. Customization is cool though, so one of my friends made a really cool character. That was also the only good thing to be said about Tower Fantasy. I haven't played in like a year now, but I don't know, could have gotten better, but when I played it, it was I don't know, I thought it was shit.
No, I'm not into ghost stories. Bringing painted creatures to life, making fantasies real. It sounds like a fairy tale, but when the arcane artist first caught people's attention in Jinzhou years ago, it was more than
Okay,
just
that is
a
very
tale.
annoying. What is wrong with
Now
that bird?
the story is making the rounds again. Most don't see the dangers it holds. As someone who feels the threat,
That's so
I
cute
want to uncover
though.
the truth before it's too late.
They watch you play it, that's fucking adorable.
Yes, there was once an artist who could create paintings that felt so real, you could almost step into them. But these paintings, they strayed from the artist's original intentions and caused a lot of trouble. I don't know who's behind these latest events, but if it's really the arcane artist, their paintings will bring nothing but trouble. That's why I have to stop them, to prevent the past from repeating itself. Unfortunately, I'm not very good at investigating, so I haven't found any major clues yet.
Well, you're an artist, not a detective.
I'm here for the arcane artist, but also hoping to meet an old acquaintance. Maybe he knows what
I don't know who
happened in the
either of
mine.
those characters are, but that sounds like a great deal. I can't. These nail scissors suck. Very crooked. Anyways. It's linked to a case I'm investigating. I thought it was
Is that
always
so?
related to Zhezhi.
Oh, okay.
A strong tacit enemy. The chances are very, very large. Oh. Kind of look like a Pokemon trainer. I don't know. And my nails are so bad. Okay.
The
Got a
moment
storm
at
over
hand.
there.
This very moment
Got a storm
is
yesterday.
the best of our lives.
All right.
Hey, Zhezhi. Long time no see. You need more pigments already?
Need more pigments
No,
already.
not yet.
I could be a voice
And
actor.
this must be the Rover. Nice to meet you. Heard a lot about you. Didn't realize you and Zhezhi knew each other.
Hey, that's actually accurate.
But I've never had the chance to introduce myself properly.
I wonder what it'll say once the event is over
Great
for
moment
new
for it.
players.
Here's the thing, Rover. I can't say I know Zhezhi very well, but I do know she's got this quirk where her courage tends to crumble right when it's crunch time. So, when it comes to introducing herself to you, I'd bet money on it she's been mentally rehearsing it for forever before she got the guts to take action.
Bro,
No,
you do
it's
not have
not
to
like
call her
that.
out like that.
Zhezhi, you can't keep avoiding things. You've got to take action.
Is this guy
Or
an
you'll
asshole
never get
or?
what you want. You only live once, right?
Please close your mouth. Well, that's a bit too much. That was unnecessary, I feel like, but I also feel called out.
Yes, Mr. Shilang is right. Rover, I've actually been meaning to tell you something.
Oh, serious, Zhezhi.
Hello, my name is Zhezhi.
I
We
know
have
that.
met before, but I'd like to make this a formal request. I would really like for us to become friends.
Why is her voice so weird?
Of course. I'd be happy to.
Oh my god, talking MC, we love it.
Hello?
It's so
Zhezhi?
overly formal. Yep. Oh. Oh.
Hey, what are you
That's
waiting
something she imagined. I love her.
Okay.
I have no idea
I
how
can
to
do
put
this. Robert.
Yeah. Rober. Did she say that? Rober? Or is that a typo? Could be. B is right next to V, so... But come on now.
That was a pretty obvious slip of the tongue.
She did say Rover? I didn't even hear that.
Nice to meet you. My name is Zhezhi. I'm a painter. I take art commissions and strive to create beautiful paintings. I'm not being very articulate, but I hope we can be friends.
Aw. Rover is so pretty. I love her. I don't want to say we're already friends. That's kind of mean, I feel like. I mean, it's a good thing, but it's kind of like, yeah, shut up, we're already friends. Aren't her eyes weird? She doesn't have
How
pupils.
sweet.
That's
I must
weird
say,
to me.
I've never seen Zhezhi this
Introvert
nervous since she
vibes.
first became one of my
She's just
cherished
like me
patrons.
for real. When I take that
Wait, Mr. Chillo.
MBTI test, it says that
here
I'm
today to
100%
talk about
introvert.
the tale of the arcane artist.
Oh, I know the tale, but I've never come across this mystical maestro myself. If such an artist truly existed, I'd be the first to know, without a doubt.
Yeah, her eyes are pretty weird. I mean, they look pretty and all. It's just, I don't know, it's weird with the rest of the Wuthering Waves atmosphere, I feel like. I'm so close to being done with cutting my nails. Okay, actually, now that I think about it, the rover doesn't have pupils either, but she does have like a circle outline, but she
so
doesn't have
most painters
like,
in
black
Jinzhou come
pupils.
to my shop
Does
to
that
buy
guy?
pigments.
Is it reserved for NPCs? I mean, the rest are resonators, so maybe that's the thing.
Well, pigments aren't flying off
You
the
leveled
shelves
also
these
to
days.
60.
Just a few
He
regulars,
is a
you know?
himbo. He gives Sampo, but I'm
those
sorry to say
ore
not
buyers
as
from a while
funny as
back.
Sampo.
They seemed a bit suspicious. They bought heaps of leftover ore, the cheapest type, and told me not to let anyone know they got the ore here.
Alright, please.
People don't
Same
usually
guy,
buy
different
that
font.
stuff. Oh, wait. Zhezhi, didn't you buy some once? A long time ago, right? I remember you saying you couldn't afford the fancy pigments, so you made your own. That stuck with me. So when those guys asked for leftovers, I paid extra attention.
Are you sure you can tell us this? I thought they asked you to keep it a secret.
They turned out to be thieves who stole from me during the night. When I found
So
out,
fuck them
I
guys.
reported the theft to the patrollers, and that was the end of it. Thieves don't deserve my business or respect. Of course, help yourself.
I'm not gonna read all that. It's not that much. But, he does have pupils, so maybe resonators just don't have pupils? Okay.
If this is the situation...
Rover?
Oh no.
Hey! Rover! What brings you here? It's been ages since we last met. The patrol station's been pretty busy
seriously
lately,
haven't.
so I haven't had the time to catch
We were
up with
together
you.
a couple of days ago.
And Zhezhi's here too. Hiya! Do you remember me? We met
She's
at the
so
moon chasing
overbearing.
festival. Oh, are you all right? You don't look well. Do you need help?
Girl, calm down.
Hello? No, it's not.
I find Zhezhi a
No,
little
thank you.
obnoxious, to be honest. Don't know if you can
The
tell.
painting we had you do for us during the festival is awesome. Everyone loves it, so we put it up on the wall.
Really? I'm glad you all like it.
We'd also like to invite you to our station, so we can formally thank you in person. Wait, how about coming to the station with me today? Are you heading back to the city?
But we're still okay.
True. Where everyone has their tacit mark. Yeah. Changli's is a little suggestive, but I feel ya, I never leveled her. Me neither. And I probably never will. She's like... Zhezhi, I feel like she's a mix between like Amber in her like whole role thing, and she is like a ranged character and her element is something related to fire. But she has like March 7's personality, and I fucking hate March. She's so obnoxious and rude in my opinion. So I feel like she's a mix between those two characters. Anyways. Are you sure we can go now?
Oh, is this not a good time?
No, maybe listen when other people talk.
Oh, I get it. In that case, it's probably not the best time for a get-together.
Didn't Zhezhi also see that?
That's okay. Just tell me if you need any help.
Someone agrees with me? That's a first. I feel like everyone loves March. And like, I don't want to insult people's faves. I don't know. It's not my type of person. Let's just put it like that. So why are you here?
Oh, I'm here to support the patrollers. There was an assault near the mine recently, and they're short on people to investigate. What's odd is those monsters haven't caused any more trouble since we got here. Right now, we're talking to witnesses and trying to figure out what triggered the incident.
Did something just happen over there?
Don't tell me it's a tacit discord. Hold on, just got a message. Seems like they really are stirring up trouble again. Sorry, but I gotta go check this out.
What? I thought we had our own shit to do. Whenever she said something in-game, you got in trouble 2 seconds later. What she said was hella insensitive. She's so annoying. Like, I did actually, at one point, I made a list because somebody got very upset at me for saying she was annoying and asked for instances where she was annoying. So at one point I did make a list, but the only thing that I can remember, like offhand, is when you fight Cocolia and you get the fire element and the lance thingy, her like the Trailblazer's other state, and Marge gets like low-key angry at you for not telling her that you could do that, and it's like, bitch, I didn't know either. Calm down. I thought that was annoying. But other people are just like, no, it's all in good fun. She's just kidding. It's like, it doesn't seem like it to me. And her voice is fucking cancer. It's so pitchy. In English, at least. Now she also voices the pink-haired girl from Nedland. I hope she has better voice direction there. Or maybe that's just her voice. She can't change that, but I can't listen to it.
You could be right, but there's one other thing. After Rover and I bumped into each other, we decided to investigate the surroundings and follow Patroller Chisha to the scene of the incident. It was there we learned about the details of Mingyan's offense and the truth behind the tale of
she
the
generally
arcane
doesn't
artist.
seem to think before
Once
she
Zhezhi
speaks.
has the
True.
paintbrush in her hand, she
She
begins
just
to
says
speak
whatever,
calmly.
even if it sounds really, really rude
She'll be
to some
fine
people.
making a statement on her own now.
I also feel like, again, I can't think of like a certain instance, but often, like, when there's dialogue and you have to answer something that she says, you have to be like
A new technique.
careful, or she'll be like offended at what you tell her. And it's like, I literally don't have any other like options, and I don't even like, I feel like it doesn't make a difference what you say to her. She's just gonna be like, I don't know, actually offended or fake offended regardless. That's also where people are like, no, she's just kidding. It's like, it really does not seem like it, but
Sorry
okay.
to trouble you.
Don't worry
Thanks.
about it.
Wait. I haven't said why.
Oh,
What
I'm
I'm
sorry.
trying to say is, if I had been clearer, you wouldn't have had to explain things to Chisha for me.
I mean,
she's really nice.
she doesn't listen,
it's just,
so...
We're not that close, and I'm not sure how to respond to how friendly she is. I didn't want to be rude, so I couldn't bring myself to turn her down.
Okay, I got you. I'll tell her off all you want.
I'll do my best not to trouble you and express my feelings properly next time.
She's most likely not kidding. That's what I feel too. I always just felt like I felt like I was seriously misunderstanding her character, but it was like, oh no, Marge, she's so cute. It's like, no, she's obnoxious as fuck. But yeah, I'm glad I have someone who understands what I mean.
Thank you.
And both of you decide to ask people around about the situation. Yes, that's how I feel about her too. Interview Chisha. Do we have to? Does she have pupils? I'm just trying to see something. I can't zoom in. She does not have pupils.
Plan with convention.
The resonators
then
don't have
conquer
pupils.
by ingenuity.
Or they do, but they're white. What the hell? Bro, her eyes so pretty.
Hopefully,
What about...
we'll make new findings.
She also technically does have pupils, but maybe that's why I never thought about it before. But only now with Zhezhi, is because she doesn't even have an outline for pupils. All the others have, but they're like, they don't have black pupils, but all the others have a circle.
Rush. The impatient ones will fall right into our lap.
Let me be there for everyone.
Thing, but I've never thought
as
about
we head
it.
toward our shared future, leaving the
Sometimes I get a little carried.
Make this quick. I have experiments underway.
He has dark pupils, but he is a 4-star.
Why hesitate if you know what you want?
And a man, I guess that's...
I should try to smile more, you say? Like this?
Doesn't really count.
Let's reach farther destinations together.
I don't understand why they chose Yang Yang as their, as, like, their mascot. Her English VA, I could tell, is really talented from their special program. But the voice direction for her in-game is so bad. And I don't know, her, like, she literally has gray eyes. I think she's so boring. And her hair looks gross. Why is it feathers? I wanted to like her because she has, like, sort of a blue color palette, but
I see my way clear.
He kinda has dark pupils.
Anything I can help you with?
He also does, but he also looks like an NPC.
Perfect weather for a walk today.
Nice
It's a guy thing,
pick.
apparently.
You won't regret choosing Alto's service.
Another day.
Breaking the... Yeah, we saw you already. Okay.
Thanks for your help, Rover.
When Shang Li
We caught
comes
the
back, I
culprit
might
before
try her
anything
again.
worse could happen.
She's so
We were
and
lucky
she's
to
so
have you here.
pretty. Mortify is part dragon, true. Also the himbo, yeah. He had the same kind of eyes as, like, all of the girls. It was only... Who was the first guy? Like, more Tefi, but he had those, like, they were, he had vertical pupils, kind of, because he's a dragon. And Yinlin, her eyes are also freaking gorgeous.
According to the preliminary examination, we suspect that these
Also is
tacit
secretly one of the
discords were
girls,
agitated
true.
by the frequency fluctuations from a scroll painting found at the scene. The energy remaining in the painting was generated by its creator's forte, nearly overclocking. But rest assured, we've calmed her down and contained the energy.
So she's the
painting
arcane
needs to be
artist.
thoroughly examined to identify its connection with the monsters and eliminate any potential risk it still poses.
Thanks for all your help. We'll take it from here.
What's the situation?
She fessed up when I first started talking to her, but clammed up when I tried to dig deeper. Well, honestly, she seemed a bit off to me. But we don't have time for that
You
now.
will get them
We
when
gotta
they
clean
come
up the
back,
scene
and
and
hopefully
get
the
the
game
damage
will
under
take
control.
pity on you and give them to you early.
You sure can.
Ooh, that's right. I was like, I feel like I got lucky with something, but I didn't remember what it was. It's it was because I didn't like by far have enough wishes for Chang Li to have her like guaranteed or her weapon, but I did get it. But I think I got Chang Li at pity pretty much, but I won the 50-50 and then I only had 20 weapon pulls and I got them on the second 10 pull, so it was pretty fucking perfect. I will roll all the characters that seem interesting to me. Yeah, I was technically saving for Camellia, but like all the sources and leaks that I saw were saying that she was gonna be a Havoc sword user, and we already have 2 of those. So I don't know. I felt like it was kind of a lot to have 3. And then I have Frolova on my list, and I put Shorekeeper on too because if you know me, you will know that I love blue and butterflies. So
the moment at hand. This
mad Jay,
very
but also
moment
mad happy
is the
for you that you
best
got her and
of
her
our
weapon. Thank
lives.
you. It was very lucky, I will say that.
Why?
But the game also owed me after my Yinlin pulls.
Why are you?
Had to scrape Astride together to get her and her weapon.
Yes,
But I'd been
we
saving
used to take
since
painting lessons together.
launch, so
You, I didn't.
okay, so she's the arcane artist, right?
I hurt them. It was a mistake. I'm alone.
Does she know we're talking to her? Does she need help? Was she talking about the same matter we're talking about? I feel like her answers didn't add up, but anyways. I love the NPCs. Look at her outfit, it's so cute.
Thank goodness I wasn't hurt. It was so close. Part of it, I guess.
I just noticed something. Not quite sure if I like Shang Li Yao, might roll for Shorekeeper. I was very uncertain about Shang Li Yao, but like we got him for free, so I was like, whatever. But I thought he was pretty cool in the event, so now I like him. Alright, I don't know, it says that the computer sound is there twice though, but I don't know. We get him for, you didn't know we get Shang Liao for free. Didn't know. hold on, maybe I can find it if I can open Chrome on my other screen. Or on this screen. Let me see if I can find it, then I'll pull it over on the other screen again. What? Why? Okay. Okay. Right. Ordering. Okay. I don't actually know if I can find it, but we'll try. Maybe I can't. Where did I feel like it's they said it on an official post. No, I can't find it. Is it this? No. Like I saw it on a. Is it this maybe? New. Oh, I cannot spell. Oh, okay, I didn't even know this. Here we go. Get Shaylee out for free through an in-game event. Okay, anyways. Rover's outfit reminds you of Kane's outfit from Nier. I have never played that or watched anyone play it, but I might know who you're talking about. If it's the main character. Okay, well this is nice. There are no anti have commented on my shit since I started streaming, so they always make me annoyed. I always read their comments before blocking, which probably shouldn't do, but sound like somebody knocked on my door, but maybe not. Kane is one of the party members in Nier. She's pretty cool. Okay, wait, hold on. I just closed Chrome, but I'll look her up. Nier. Oh, yeah. Okay, I had no clue who you were talking about, but she does look cool. It's a mostly blue outfit, though. What the heck is that noise? You laugh and block haters, have little going on in their lives and wanna make others feel bad. True. And it shouldn't work, but sometimes it does. But yeah, there was that guy who that guy that you saw that I posted about and you commented, who was blaming me for somebody, or for boycotters being happy that somebody broke into Dave's car and stole his computer.
She was losing it. I'm talking shouting, waving her paintbrush around like she was.
Like, we didn't even know that it happened until someone was like, "Oh,
I swear those things on her
like,
scroll
shut the fuck up! We don't even know what you're
around
talking
before the
about."
whole swarm of monsters exploded out of thin air. They started to whack and thwack people all over the place. I was terrified and ran away as fast as my legs would take me.
Oh, that was her? I feel like I saw that too. Sadly, sometimes. Yeah, I feel like it's hard not to let them get to you. Even if what they're saying is bullshit, it's still not, like, because it's being hated on is really personal, so. But like, since the boycott, I should have learned not to let it bother me, because we've been getting a lot of it, but still, it is a personal attack, so.
Not super clearly, but when I was running for my life, I heard her screaming at all those creatures, all like, "Stop!
It
Don't
sucks that
do
he got his
this!"
laptop
I
stolen, but
think
the
she might have been
irony is
trying to
there,
stop them from hurting
yes.
people.
His laptop is stolen because they're stealing people's culture and profiting off of it, so I would say karma. But again, it's not like I'm cheering. It's not like I was mocking him for it. We mock him for crying on stage about being so misunderstood, and poor him and the Hoyo team, the dev team or whatever. Just like sit your ass down. Really trying to win sympathy by crying so that we'll forget you're racist. No, that's not how it works. Like a child trying to avoid getting or being like told off by their parents by crying. Like, no, don't be mad at me, I'm crying, feel bad for me. Like, bro, you're a grown-ass man.
Oh, my head. Oh, it hurts.
For most of them, I do laugh too. For the people who like leave comments, because it's so absurd. Like the ones that keep saying like, oh, you're the racist. It's like, what the fuck do you mean? Yeah. Woe is me, and it was so hard. Sony's the bad guy.
Only a bit. It looked like she
I
was
didn't even
arguing
know
with
that
someone
they
right before the
had
weird
anything to do
visions
with
appeared.
Sony, but maybe I just wasn't paying attention.
I heard stuff like, "Don't stop me. I've already won, and who doesn't want fame and fortune?"
Oh my lord,
That's a good thing
2
they caught
hours
that
went by
painter.
so freaking
Can't
quickly,
imagine
what
what could
the
have happened
hell?
otherwise.
No.
Well, I've met my fair share of artists, but none that would gamble with lives for the sake of their work. That's a first for me.
It's really hot in my room right now. Do your research, you know they're wrong, and you just don't want to admit it and live in ignorance. People deserve proper representation in games and media as a whole. Preach. A fucking man. It's like there are those, there are some people who like share one of those, like the first time they saw someone who looked like them on TV, and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, I've had that forever. Like, it's crazy that it's not the same for everyone just because your skin tone is different. I was so sad. That's also why it was so cute. People have shared, like, even though we're boycotting Disney as well, but it was so cute seeing people share videos of their children who were, you know, people of color, watching the new The Little Mermaid and being so
That's
excited that The
strange.
Little Mermaid looked like them.
Oh, you're back.
I don't understand why people have a problem with that. And like, The Little Mermaid is literally like Danish. It's our story. It is vaguely inspired by Hans Christian Andersen's tale, so everyone who's not Danish needs to shut the fuck up because it's not your culture. Maybe cry and wish that I had that when I was younger. Yeah, that's... But when you already have that, you don't think about it, so... Like, I don't even know when the first time was that I was like, oh, this is like an issue. It's probably The Little Mermaid, though. I'm not sure.
You figured it out already?
They repeatedly describe witnessing bizarre, otherworldly visions.
That's how it was in every school or work situation. Yeah. I can imagine. I don't remember if I ever heard where you're from, but it's pretty much the same where I live. From what I can remember, there's one, or like my work friend is Filipino, so, and like the person in charge for my, because I'm like an office trainee, but the direct translation would be like an office student, and the woman who is responsible for me is black, so I feel like those are the only two people of color that I really know at my work, and there are none in my class at the moment, which is wild. But like, it's also not like there are people who are natively Danish who are black. Or I don't know if you can call it that, but like a lot, you know, like they were born here, but their parents immigrated. So they are Danish, but I don't know if you can say that they're natively Danish. I'm not sure how it translates to, so it's probably a bad excuse, but I'm not sure how to explain it. Oh, you moved. Ah, you're from the Netherlands. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I hope I'm using like the right terminology. Alright, there we go. True. No, please hijack. No one else is here, so. And this is not something that I personally have trouble talking about. I don't know if it would be different if you have like more subscribers. I have what, 30 subscribers or something? But I don't know. I feel like it's not gonna have any consequence for anyone talking about, I don't know, the kind of politics they believe in and stuff. I don't see how it could make a difference. Could weed out the racists, but I thought that was a good thing.
So, Mingyan channeled her forte into the painting, creating temporary phantasms. People saw her abilities and spread the rumor, believing she was the arcane artist from the tale.
The monsters described in the rumors were probably just exaggerated phantasms seen by scared people at night. In fact, I had sensed something odd at the mine, but after we met, I thought it was coming from you, so I didn't give it much attention. Come to think of it now, it might have been Mingyan's forte fluctuation.
I just
So
gave
she
it a
was
whack.
there
Hope that
at
wasn't
the same
too
time
loud.
we were. I didn't even notice her presence. But what could have driven her to create such dangerous paintings? From what I know of her, she doesn't seem like someone who would take such risks for personal gain. She kept squeezing my hand and trying to tell me something, but I couldn't understand what she was saying. I think she wants me to continue the investigation. Maybe there's more to this story than I thought. Besides, I don't recall her having a forte before. Maybe this has something to do with me. Huh? Are you sure? I definitely won't say no to your help. Actually, I've wanted it since we last met at the mine.
Have we been at a mine? I feel like I'm just not paying attention, but we've been outside the whole time, right? Am I dumb?
You want me to decide? To be honest, I haven't really thought it through. I remember meeting Mingyang in an art studio in Jinzhou before. I wonder if she kept going there after I left. Should that be our first stop? She may have left some of her artwork behind. That could be a good start. I've never tried to investigate anything, so I'm not sure if this is the way to go. Okay, let's go. After learning about the details of the assault, we decided to push forward with the investigation to get to the truth.
Pointless! The witnesses on the scene made it clear that it was all because of Mingyan's
Wait, I think
greedy
I finally
ambition.
get it. We're
that
going
she-
back and
I
forth in
haven't
time,
finished my
I think.
statement, Mr. Baitsu.
Aren't we? Maybe? Like, it has those, like, sand like pictures and someone else is talking that's maybe in the courtroom, and then this is something that happened before, and we're talking about what happened here in the courtroom where we started. I'm not sure. I'm in no way certain, but that's my current guess. Maybe.
The moment at hand.
I thought I just wasn't paying attention, but I hope
Yes,
that's what it is.
This is the art studio. My memory did serve me right. Looks like she's been painting here.
Let's find the clues.
Okay. This paper. This white jade paper has a rich history. Its smooth, fine texture holds ink beautifully.
Sounds
Exactly what you
dreadful.
want
The
for more
paper,
delicate
the
brushwork.
history of
Countless
paper.
masterpieces, both old and new, were painted on this paper. Like Chinai's Voyage to Yum Mountain and Yiling's Qixu's Dawn of Spring, both two good examples. Whoops, I got carried away. Wait, there's a discount sticker on the wrapping.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And
Gigi,
it
I like
looks
you, but I
quite
don't want to
new.
hear about paper. Even if it's related to the case, hearing about different types of paper is not my bag.
Yes, White Jade Hall runs a yearly sale. I attended it 2 days ago and bought paper with this same packaging. Ming Yang likely bought her paper there too. Half of the stock has already been used, which means she was painting day and night until the incident. Different papers result in different artistic
She's
effects.
passionate about
Real
art. I know,
artists can
but
always spot these
paper's
differences
boring.
and choose the right paper
Her
to
special
showcase
interest
various
is paper.
styles. White jade paper is my
I just can't
absolute
relate.
favorite, but because it's so
But you do
expensive,
you, girl.
I can only afford to buy it when there's a special
Pop
sale.
off,
I
paper
can't pass
queen.
up a great deal, so I stock up whenever I can. It usually takes a whole day to carry all the boxes home, but I must say, it's worth it.
I'll probably never get better at putting on nail polish, but so
Buy
be
3
it.
get 1 free, buy 5 get 2 free, and then there's the additional weekly coupons. I know everything there is
We
to know
know
about the
someone
discounts.
with tasting water as a hobby. That's equally boring. Water is water. I don't even think that's true. We had mountain water in Greece, and when I tell you that's the best water I've ever had. But in general, water is water and paper is paper. I know that technically there are different types of paper, but I don't need to know the specifics.
We have the same painting style, and the quality of our finished works is remarkably similar.
Putting on nail polish
Even
can
if
be
we
hell,
use
especially if you
different
do
brush
something wrong
techniques,
by
our
accidentally
similar
touching
styles
something while
mean
your
we
nail
should
polish
finish
is
the
still
painting
drying.
in about the same time.
Yep.
Once the painter holds
So,
a paintbrush in their hand,
I
they
hope
won't stop
that,
until
I
every
don't
detail
have
meets their
to-
standards.
Or that
It
it dries
becomes
before
an
I have to eat
obsession.
dinner, because otherwise I'm
I guess this is true
screwed.
for most painters.
I also keep getting my skin. I'll never understand how people avoid that. Why do these paintings all look the same? Are we looking at one large painting?
There is a difference. The brushwork on this one,
oh boy.
See how heavy it is? You can tell Ming Yang was in low spirits. And this one, the strokes are light and fluid. That tells me she was happy when she painted this. The feelings a painter has during the process of creation often linger in the brushstrokes without them knowing. They're present in every line, even if the artist tries to hide it.
So proud of how well I've done my nails. I cannot relate. They always look like shit. At least for the first few days. Till the paint comes off my skin and is only on the nails. You can understand the painter's feelings through their work. That's mad, but also cool.
Yes! To me, painting is like a window into the heart of the artist. When words fail, these feelings can be depicted through brushstrokes instead.
Art and poetry.
It is strange, though. She keeps reproducing the same painting over and over, using techniques that aren't her usual style. Waters and mountains rest by the pain, valleys and peaks in the dream remain. Colors of vanity washed away.
Oh no.
The painted world fades. Forgotten today. This artwork is titled Serenity of Xiehua Village.
On my finger.
It captures the scenic landscape seen from the village itself. The pigment! When did it get on my clothes? Huh? It came off with just a little wipe. It shouldn't come off the fabric so easily.
Almost done. Probably have to eat soon, so I'll mess it up. Okay. Alright, there we go. It's ugly as fuck, but it's on, so... Now they just have to survive for... I don't know. Doesn't say. It says that it should... Glossy nails for up to 7 days, so not even 7 days.
Looks like there's stains from ink and paint that have been washed out over time. Ming Yang could have improvised her clothing as a canvas for her ideas.
No, the cord is stuck. Okay, maybe situation averted, we'll see.
I used to do this as well. Whenever nature inspired me and I was short on paper, I'd paint rough outlines onto my clothes.
That sounds like a bad idea, but okay.
After all, fabric used to be a common art material.
True.
Besides, using clothes does help to seize fleeting inspiration, don't you think? It's a shame the clothes are stained forever, but it's worth it to see how different inks behave on fabric.
Imagine writers taking notes on their clothes. I'm not reading all that.
How could this happen? That's why there are so many copies of the original artwork. But I have some other thoughts about it. Being picky about one's work is second nature to an artist. I'm no exception. There's never been a moment when I saw my art outshining someone else's. I've always admired my fellow artists, hoping that one day I could be as good as them, perhaps even surpass them. I kept painting and improving, but no matter how hard I tried, I always felt it wasn't good enough. This needs to be refined.
This
It's not
reminds
quite
me,
there yet.
I don't know if you
Still
watch
short of perfect.
much
Will
YouTube,
my client
but
be
if you
disappointed?
do,
I had these
feel
kind
like
of thoughts
you should
every
check
day
out
while
Rate
I
Up
painted.
Radio,
It started creeping into my daily life too. It's true
because
that
they
one
do
might find motivation in
Wuthering
these
Waves
thoughts, but they can
videos,
also
a very
lead one
biased
astray.
opinion about
I
Channel U,
felt
which is really
trapped
funny.
for ages until I finally figured out the path I ought to follow.
But it's also because
Embrace
it's
my
a
emotions
female
fully
creator,
and
which I think
create
is
the
really
art my
fucking
heart
rare,
yearns
so I
for.
love her.
This is of the greatest importance to me. But if I found myself in the same situation as Ming Yang, perhaps I'd react similarly and lose my way. She was forced into this and was looking for a way out. I can't just turn a blind eye and let them charge her. There must be a way to uncover the truth and save her.
This goes on much longer, I might not be able to finish it in one stream.
Hey, have a look at this.
Oh. There is a very cool...
Seems like this pigment is
pause, sorry.
homemade. But why are there herbs in it?
There's a cool Wuthering Waves creator who is a female content creator, and they're called Rate Up Radio. Actually, 2 girls. It's mainly one girl making the videos, but I think they're both cool. That's because I think I've probably been talking for like 2 hours now, so my throat is giving up.
Did she use a new recipe I'm not familiar with? Medicinal herb residue.
She must have been making medicinal remedies recently. This must be the leftover residue she didn't get around to cleaning up.
These herbs were used for medicine. Oh, so those plants I saw in the pharmacy weren't just for decoration. I've never tried myself. When I get sick, I usually just wait it out. My family always brought me remedies and soups. I never thought about how they were made. Sorry, I'm just not very experienced.
Yeah, I actually have water, but it's a bottle and I'd have to screw the lid off. I don't know if I can do that right now.
I think... No, I might be wrong.
Tell us anyway.
Nothing. It's just a thought. I might be wrong.
Girl, tell us anyway!
Then... I'll share it with you. The vase must have been on that cabinet, judging by where it fell.
Okay. Interesting question mark? We're like 2 hours into her story quest and she's finally actually using a pencil.
Looks like the cabinet used to be over there, but something bumped into it, and that's why the vase got knocked over. I bet the water on the floor is from the fishbowl. Huh. Well, why is that watermark in the shape of a gold puff?
I wonder.
Okay, I figured it out. That must be the reason. Rover will
Don't ever
definitely
make
be
this face
impressed
again,
with my
I beg you.
deductive skills.
That is very much not flattering.
A gold puff jumped out of the fishbowl, knocking over the vase and causing it to shatter on the floor. Then it landed on a pile of paintings. Realizing it was in trouble and afraid of getting scolded, it slipped out of the window.
You think a fish has the brain cells to be afraid of being scolded? What a creative
Sorry.
deduction.
I need to improve my investigation skills.
No, it's a logical explanation.
Is that so? I'll practice more often. Oh yes, these are phantasms I can create with my brush. They only exist for a short while. I haven't done this for a long time. I'm a bit rusty now. Yes, I rarely need to use my forte in daily life. When it comes to painting, I prefer the traditional way. It helps me to understand my progress and improve my skills. An artwork created with forte is indeed mesmerizing, nearly flawless, but that's not my goal. So, I've used this ability less over time. But it's fine to use it for the investigation. Yes, it could be related to my forte.
I feel like this is dragging out. I thought it ended when we found the arcane artist, but okay.
Someone broke into the studio looking for something, or trying to steal something. Probably something tied to Ming Yang's paintings. However, they were startled by something unexpected, and in their panic to escape through the window, collided with the cabinet, causing the base to fall.
That's way too much. But I also just, I don't know, all the TV gameplay was so fucking boring and so slow, and again, not my kind of game.
This might be related to the Shangyun Art Exchange and Mingyang's breakdown. Let's follow these tracks and see where they lead.
The clues from the studio led us to an exiles camp. There, we found new clues that pointed to a hidden player behind all of this.
Rover and Zhezhi, detective duo.
Maybe it carries something very heavy.
Cute. Both, neither of them are actually detectives, but they do their best. But maybe that's why it feels like it's dragging out. It's a bit slow now, I feel like.
Could it be they transported ore, made pigments from them, and then moved the pigments elsewhere? Could the buyers Mr. Shilang mentioned be the ones who stole the ore?
Oh my lord.
Scarlet thorn, indigoite, and other ore. These match the raw materials for pigments listed on Mr. Shilang's transaction record. I took a look and noticed that these pigments were handcrafted from these specific ores. Standard pigments adhere well and last a long time, but these makeshift pigments smear with the slightest touch. I did mention this back in the studio, when my clothes got stained by Ming Yang's pigments. Did she buy these low-quality pigments from the exiles? But why did these people break into her studio?
Because they're evil. Been exiled for a reason.
Who are you?
Yes, I also do that while talking to
hello.
people.
We are...
If it's her paintings you're after, why are you here?
She wasn't in her studio, so we thought we could ask around.
I see. Just wait for her here. When she leaves, it usually doesn't take long for her to return.
The exiles that tried to rob the monk girl. Yeah, Jinshin. That was also just like, the beggars can't be choosers, but they were like, "Oh, give us more money, you didn't give us enough." Bro, shut the fuck up. The fact that she gave you anything at all is beyond generous. The audacity.
Know her? We go way back.
Yeah, right.
She's
very sus.
okay in our books. Though she hasn't had the easiest run either. She helped us out a while back. Guess you could call us friends. She even gifted us a painting. It's somewhere around here. Oh, here it is. We're no fancy connoisseurs, but even we can tell that girl can paint.
I kind of like it myself. It's lively, bright, almost like you could touch the freedom and joy she felt painting it.
It's cool that you can tell, but I don't know if you should share it with other people. Especially not the bad guys, they might laugh at you.
Can't recall anything noteworthy.
My guess? She's dabbling in some new secretive art piece.
Oh my
I
god.
spotted her taking risky stabs at painting out in the wild.
Well,
oh my god,
now
accent.
that you mention it, I do remember her talking about making art you could step into or whatever. But her little art excursion stirred up some unstable frequencies. We warned
The
her,
arm
but
movement,
did she
stop.
listen? Nope.
That's right, I saw her paintings myself. Tried to steer her clear, and what do I get? A lecture. Artists. Always on their own wild wavelength, aren't they?
Psh,
Sorry to
artists.
interrupt, but mind if I ask what you normally do for a living?
What do you normally do for a living?
The usual.
You're evil.
A bit
You're
of hunting.
The Wuthering Waves treasure
some
hunters.
gigs here and there. Just the everyday grind.
The everyday grind.
Oh, right. You reminded me. We do make and sell pigments occasionally.
Oh yeah,
You forget
Ming
what you
Yan
do
buys
for
from
a
us
living.
often. We give her the lowest price, just as friends do.
I see.
I have an idea. Yes, I think neither of these exiles nor Mingyan has told the truth. I noticed some of the exiles' hands were blackened. The thought
Shady
suddenly
exiles
hit
being
me.
shady. Yep.
What if it's from constant exposure to ink? If so, they must be making a lot of pigments and ink sticks. The painting they showed us and the artworks in the studio, they all match what Mingyang described in her diary. Her diary shows us she had major mood swings, which really affected her art. All these strange things started happening after the Shenyun Art Exchange got involved. Makes sense.
Wait.
Plan with...
Let me be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
Right.
Let me be there for every...
Sometimes I get a little carried away in battles. I didn't startle you, did I?
Make it fast.
I hear people talking.
Should we listen in or just kick their asses? Exactly. I don't know if we'll get any like useful info. I don't know. I feel like entering combat. That's like that'll skip us right to the end. All right, we'll eavesdrop.
Okay,
Might
I'll
be
use my
important.
terminal to record it, just in case.
Oh my god, she's smarter than like every detective ever. They never do that in TV shows.
Oh, Mr. Beitzer stopped by again, grumbling about the delay in getting Ming Yan's paintings to the Shanyuan Art Exchange.
If Yin Feng hadn't pushed her, she wouldn't have gotten hurt. Now she can't even paint, and our order is gonna be late.
Hey, watch yourself. I just did what I always do. She's been rebellious and a bit too smart for her own good lately. I just wanted her to keep her head down and work. Who knew she'd crack and cause that mess? Luckily, I slipped away, and the patrollers didn't suspect
I didn't notice who she was.
No
I only
big
saw that you
deal.
mentioned her.
I pinned it all on Ming Yan, so we're in the clear.
Was it someone who
Someone
was
was
in the
here
courtroom?
earlier asking about her case. No patrollers, but do you think they could find out what we did?
Doubtful. They might notice we're making pigments here, but that's it.
It doesn't matter if they find out. We pose as exiles. And what doesn't an exile do?
Ah, okay.
But we should
Thank
be
you.
careful. Remember what Mr. Beitzer warned us about?
It was a dude.
Keep these things on the down low. And if anyone finds out, they can't be allowed to trace it back to the Shanyuan Art Exchange.
Annoying. Oh, okay. Well, no, never mind. I do know who that is then. That guy.
So
Okay,
the
I don't know
Shannon
why I
Art
thought it was a
Exchange has been
woman.
involved in Ming Yan's case right from the start. No wonder they got all shifty when we brought up Ming Yang earlier.
The name sounds familiar. I cannot say the same, Rover, but
Yin Feng. Yes. It was his signature on Mr. Shizan's transaction record.
My shoulder.
When I asked him about the incident, he put all the
You
blame
can
on Ming
literally
Yan,
see us.
saying she had ulterior motives. The exiles we questioned during the day did the same, trying to divert attention and cover up their own involvement at the scene in the first
Probably,
place.
yeah.
These distractions led us to concentrate solely on Ming Yang,
I don't know. I
ignoring
didn't
other
even
possible
notice his
angles.
name.
I have a theory, but we need that batch of paintings they mentioned to test it. But there's so many more people in the camp now. How should we get in? Okay.
So weird. Just straight
This
up
should do the
changing
trick.
the basic structure
now,
of
let's see
Rover's
what
body.
information we can find inside the camp.
Oh, we can run, thank God.
Never thought I'd get worn out from something this light.
Should we offer to help or should we insult him? Is that normal for exiles to insult each other? We should stay in character, right? Oh my god, my stomach is rumbling. I think we'll insult him.
What did you just say? That's it. I'm heading to the northern warehouse right now. Wait till you see me carry 100 of those supplies. In one go!
Great, that told us nothing. Oh, okay. Time for food. Yeah, normally would have eaten like half an hour ago.
I can't believe the number of painters involved. They know where they all live too.
By the way, where is Zhezhi? we have her in our back pocket. We don't have a back pocket.
I wonder why Mingyang's paintings are labeled as low. Her skill is undeniable. They're keeping tabs on all these artists, monitoring their every activity, even stepping in to control them if they step out of line. Judging from the list, it looks like they're still searching for artists to create forgeries. These paintings are all fakes. I don't remember the real ones circulating the market. How has this managed to be kept from the public for so long?
They risk being exposed if they transport through ports. Not to mention the threats from the Shangyuan Art Exchange. We should look for more clues.
Thought that was the last one. Nope, okay then. Whee! A lamp. I gotta play that right here. There are exiles all over the place.
Out of this. Impossible. We've never had anyone quit from a deal. Besides, you've already taken the money.
Scandalous, ain't it?
You can have the money back. Every penny of it. I just want out. Please. I won't make it difficult for you.
You think we'll let you go just like that after seeing our entire operation? You know what? Could work something out. But it'll come at a small fee. Gotta have insurance.
What do you want?
A dead person tells no tales.
Oh my lord.
That's everything from our talk yesterday, boss. She's still holding her cards close.
So, is she still alive?
Keep an eye on her for now. If she tries anything...
Oh, it's the guy.
Take her out.
Understood.
Maybe it's because I thought his name was pronounced Baishe Lisam, the girl in this game. Well, I guess she's gone. Maybe. Can we climb? No. Of course not, we're an NPC. Because we have to run so far in this fucking weird ass form. Can you jump over it? Nope. Bro. Being an NPC is boring. It's the mastermind. Of course a lawyer is. Yup. Lawyers be the most corrupt people.
This must be the warehouse they were talking about. There's still some leftover ink lying around. They're all from the list. This batch is all Serenity of Shehua Village. Mingyang's work.
Set the base ablaze.
These aren't just simple copies anymore. It's obvious now she was working with them to create forgeries for her own gain. In the end, this is the path she chose. I suspected as much, though I couldn't quite... I mean, I wasn't sure until I saw the paintings myself. Wait, this painting. It's the Serenity of Shehua Village original, not a copy. Shouldn't it be at the studio? Oh, I see it now. This was the painting they stole from the studio. These copies, they're almost identical to the original. But there are some details, subtle ones, that reflect the artist's quirks, not just their technique. The painter copied them well. But if you look closely, you'll find that the finishings are a bit,
I think her glasses are smart glasses.
more rigid in some areas.
Like future glasses. You can look at someone and be like, oh, they're this height and they're this old and this painting is slightly different from this painting because the paper is
Well, that's because I...
Look out!
Don't worry, they don't do that much damage.
Guests of the Inn.
A new technique!
Satisfying anyways.
No. I'm just catching my breath. But where did these tacit discords come from?
Where do every tacit discord come from?
Her emotions cause the painting's frequencies to fluctuate, attracting the monsters.
But she's not even here.
It's just, I'm not really sure why her mood is, reacting to us.
Maybe... Could it be because I'm here? She did see what I could do with my resonance ability once. Ever since I saw her diary, I've been wondering. Maybe it was seeing my ability that inspired her to start creating those phantasms. Maybe that's why she began to lose herself in her art. It seems like all those accumulated emotions just burst out whenever we get close to her or one of her paintings. It's all my fault.
I wasn't listening, but I think that's a bit of a stretch.
But... more exiles from the art exchange.
The exiles becoming art dealers was not on my bingo card.
Watch out!
Surrender your stuff.
Ow! Huh?
Wish I understood how to play her. Yeah, I thought so. Don't do that. I don't want to go back there.
A new technique. Ow! Huh? Huh?
Surrender.
She's not dead though.
Yeah.
I can't. Oh my god.
Capture the spark. A new technique.
Did you really think we'd let you just walk away after you destroyed our warehouses and interfered with our business?
I destroyed your warehouse? I don't
Why
even
is
remember
everyone
doing
so
that.
obsessed with making money?
Fellas, what do you say we grab that compensation from our friends here for all the trouble they've caused us?
Oh, I killed them too quickly.
Who exactly are
It's
you
hard
people?
to be awesome.
You don't look like you're patrollers. What do you want? If it's the paintings you're after, take as many as you want. We can always make new ones.
Forcing people to make copies like a factory line? It's disrespecting the creator's dignity.
It's just a couple of stones and trees on a piece of paper, for crying out loud. Even I could draw one with the flick of a wrist. Who cares
So
if they're
do
real or
it
not?
then.
For the amount of paint and ink that goes into them, I'd even go so far as to say paying those painters 20 credits each is a ripoff.
How could you measure the value of creation in such a way?
Oh, so you're also here for the money. Look, name a figure. We'll pay double if it'll make you shut up. How does that sound? Take it and scram.
That's not what I meant.
Then what the hell do you want from me?
I want to expose everything to the public.
What?
Aside from reporting you to the patrollers, I want to let the public know about all the forgery and smuggling you've been doing. The way you coerce the painters and put their lives at risk for profit? I'll expose it all.
Yes. Go girl.
Is something wrong?
Well, yeah, you just Oh, you're talking to us. Okay. No, we're good. I like it. Go for it.
I can't remain silent about this any longer. This is the only way more people can learn about the truth.
But you'd better think this through. The Shanyu Art Exchange is not a group you want to cross.
I never painted for the Art Exchange's approval. If no one else dares to speak up, then I'll be the one to do it.
First, we keep these guys on close watch. Then, we need to catch them off guard. And the best way to do that is...
You really telling the plan in front of this guy?
Well, that's quite the story. At best, this merely proves our involvement in the incident, yet the real culprit remains unknown. Your accusations are groundless. Allow me to remind you, she was the one who created those paintings, insisted on selling them, and concocted the entire terrifying incident. Do you honestly believe her paintings would have earned a single penny without my intervention?
No. Mr. Baitsu, you're changing the subject.
Tell him.
How ungrateful. She ensnared us in this debacle, and now you dare to lay the blame at our feet.
But
baseless accusation. We have you on
I wish
tape,
to present
bitch.
this audio recording to the court.
Haha, yes.
Oh, Mr. Baitsu stopped by again, grumbling about the delay in getting Mingyan's paintings to the Shanyu Art Exchange.
If Yin Feng hadn't pushed her, she wouldn't have gotten hurt. Now she can't even paint, and our order is gonna be late.
She's been rebellious and a bit too smart for her own good lately. I just wanted her to keep her head down and work. Who knew she'd crack and cause that mess?
Okay, wait, I just had to pause because this is very much like the case that I was audience to, because this girl, she was being questioned about, oh, okay, so what happened in this incident, and she tells her version of the story. Tack. And we're like, sure, okay, like that could happen. And then it was like, oh, there's like security footage because this happened in a public place at a restaurant. And then they showed us those recordings and I was like, oh girl, you're such a liar. It's like, did you not know that it was literally on video? It's like, oh no, I didn't do that, I was doing this thing. It's like, girl, it's literally on video, what do you mean?
Mingyan was initially only making copies. Everything changed after you stepped in. Trickery, misinformation, and later on even threats. She was led down the path of forging artworks for you. I do understand that if her own heart hadn't wavered, none of this would have happened. But there was already no turning back by the time she wanted to quit. So, saying she was the mastermind behind it all, that's just not fair.
Even so, how is forgery a valid accusation? Nothing like that was mentioned in your recording, now
Being
was
summoned
it?
to dinner. Girl, it's on camera. It was literally... It was such a funny feeling though, because we were all like, oh, okay, maybe her version of the story is the truth. And the recording played, and it was like, ah, you had me in the first half, but Jesus. And it was very much like a movie or a show, because like her lawyer and the, like it was, what's it called? It was a lawyer from the police who was, you know, the on the opposite side, and they would like argue and like, oh, what's the relevance of this question? And it was pretty funny. Anyways, I should probably try to finish
This evidence
this dialogue
clearly
so I can
shows
go
that these
eat.
paintings are no ordinary copies, but your way of making a profit.
Icy needs to feel the chancla.
There's no such thing as real or fake paintings. You're not fooling anyone. For it to be forgery, there has to be another original artist. These paintings are all the work of Ming Yan. Even if she made dozens of identical copies, it wouldn't be considered forgery.
Dang, does he have a point?
Baitsu, do you recognize this painting?
Well, of course.
Dramatic pointing.
It's Serenity of Shehua Village, the work of the arcane artist.
Then can you tell the difference between this one and the others?
Of course. This piece possesses a lifelike quality unmatched by any other, all thanks to the resonance ability of the arcane artist Ming Yan.
However, judging from these paintings, it seems Ming Yan's ability never stabilized successfully.
So wait, she is alive, right? We found her,
for
right?
this original piece.
What does this have to do with anything? Do you have solid evidence to prove the differences between these paintings? What you're saying is all speculation. There's no guarantee a painter won't make mistakes, is there?
Artists seeking perfection always choose the highest quality pigments for their most important pieces. During our investigation of the studio, I accidentally got paint on me and discovered something interesting about the materials used in these paintings. The original paintings had pigments that were pure and brighter, able to blend more naturally and retain color for longer. In contrast, the forgeries used pigments made from mineral scraps. These don't hold up the same, smudging at the slightest touch. We can distinguish the real paintings from the fakes, simply by analyzing the ink used.
Like, yeah. People of the jury.
Doing so only proves the so-called original painting is created differently from the others. Are you implying that Ming Yan is only allowed to use a single kind of pigment throughout her work? How is this supposed to prove that we are behind the forgeries?
Because the original creator of Serenity and Shehua Village is me.
Wait a goddamn minute.
When I was a child, painting was the only way I could express myself freely. Everything I did and didn't understand, it all flowed through the tip of my paintbrush. All that I saw lived within my paintings. Whatever I thought, I painted into reality. This power to turn fantasies into reality gradually caught the interest of many. Tales of the arcane artist spread far and wide. I took great joy in my skills improving. However, I discovered to my dismay that my parents were using my creations to turn a quick profit.
Damn.
They were sold at unbelievable prices. Some sought beauty in enchanted worlds, using the paintings as a distraction from reality. Others resorted to hellish nightmares to inflict torment upon those they desire. My own abilities had led my paintings astray. They were being exploited, and everything was spiraling out of control. After I realized this, I began to fear holding a brush. I tried to paint without relying on my abilities, but my parents scolded me for it. They called anything painted without using my abilities worthless. After the family business fell apart, my parents vanished without a trace.
Oh, awesome.
They may have left behind a considerable mess, but freedom has also been returned to my brush. Xiehua Village was my first stop upon arriving in Jingzhou alone. Waters and mountains rest by the pain. Valleys and peaks in the dream remain. Colors of vanity washed away. The painted world fades, forgotten today. A poem I wrote, inscribed on serenity in Xiehua Village. I know it's not that well written, but it's proof of my decision to stop everything I was doing. And that painting, well, it became the arcane artist's final piece of art. Ever since that day, paintings with special abilities gradually faded from everyone's minds. And I never used my abilities to paint again.
Well,
no,
that
he's
was
clapping.
certainly a touching story. But I'm afraid your words alone won't be enough to prove you created this painting.
Madame Juyao, to prove my
She'll
statement,
whack him with her
I
brush.
request your permission to use and paint with one of these copies.
Granted.
We're winning. We have to do it.
Yes. Ming Yang's experience has made me realize something. To create art that truly resonates, I must first accept myself. The paintings I drew in the past, they were heartfelt creations, pieces of my life. They formed my past and shaped who I am today. It's not just about proving a single painting. It's about so much more. If my forte is the cause behind all this, then I must take responsibility. I can't just let this go on and hurt others.
I mean, it's okay. Just, I don't know, it just doesn't really seem that special to me. Maybe I just don't get it.
Ooh, pretty.
So the rumors are
These
true.
paintings are really coming to life.
Oh my god.
Why is the world inside this painting so distorted?
Spectacle is born from the mind. This place must be a manifestation of Ming Yang's mind when she created it.
Why? Wait, did you hear something?
Oh.
Did you?
What? You're just leaving us?
Painted
What the
it
hell?
exactly like hers.
That voice.
Why is everyone still praising her work? It's all right. It's okay. She's gone now. Soon, I'll be an even better painter than she ever was.
Watch out!
Boss battle? I'm sorry, did that have legs? What?
It's you! I've already done everything I can! Why are you still better than me?
Because you're an NPC and she's a resonator. Sorry to tell you. Ouch, that hurt.
Capture the spark! A new technique!
You were just lucky. If it weren't for your parents holding your hand, you'd never have what should be rightfully mine!
A new technique! Infra! I'm so tired. Art unveiled! Did I mess it up?
Ow.
Infra!
Oh, okay. Downside of being an artist.
Still,
Anywhere from a
I
time you will
couldn't
find
do
another
it.
artist better than you.
Why?
I feel like it's just like
perfected everything.
to each
It's
their
all
own.
because of your ability.
But I mean, if they have the same
My abilities have nothing
like
to do
art
with
style,
it.
I can see it. But
You created masterpieces I wish came from me. Bold, free. I know art paintings have their differences, but the heart and soul we put into them are the same.
ooh. Who is spoiling us with cutscenes?
You shouldn't see me as a model to follow. Only when you connect with your truest feelings can you create an exceptional piece of art.
Ah, okay. I think we're done soon anyways, but thank you for staying, and you take care too.
This looks valuable. When I learned the truth, I was heartbroken. I believed that by sealing my forte, no one would get hurt because of my paintings. I never expected them to continue causing harm after all these years. But Rover's words made me realize something. It was never about the paintings themselves, but rather those who sought to use them to hurt others. Mr. Baitsu, you run a highly esteemed calligraphy and painting institution, yet you've suppressed the creative spirit and violated these artists' dignity, all for the sake of wealth. Everything they cherished has now become a tool for profit. The works they held dear are just tools for your gain, insulting to both the original artists and their imitators. Set before you is the original painting from many years ago, and the one I've just completed. Now, everything has been brought to light.
We received word from the Public Security Bureau 10 minutes ago that they have taken the exiles into custody and found the location where the paintings were hidden. Mr. Baitsu, do you have anything else to add to your defense? Very well. We will reevaluate Mingyan's charges determine the Shangyun Art Exchange's involvement in the incident, and conduct a comprehensive investigation as soon as possible. This hearing is adjourned.